It comes down to keeping things profitable, but always making sure that the best foot is put forward, and always representing ourselves well, because that's our reputation and how we make our living. But my timelines have gone from being 3 months to 2 weeks to maybe a few days now, with depending on how comfortable I am in the project and how in the zone I am and what's happening outside and all that stuff. Everything has a factor. Hi, I'm Richard Hatter, partner and creative director of Hired Guns Creative, and this is Design to Speak. When you're designing a brand that tells a story on the shelf very quickly on a label, you have to really start with what that product is and who the company is. And there's several avenues of research and intake surveys and things that we go through with our clients to really find out who they are, who they can represent themselves as, and what the product is. And we do product research as well, so we know what we're communicating and if it's appropriate to tell the story that we're trying to tell. If we don't do our due diligence with our research and understanding our products, we're not going to be able to distill that image into a one label, application. That all is very important to the process of communicating that. We write out the personality and the brand, and if we can condense it into a paragraph or a few sentences, then we can usually build a good visual image off that. And a lot of that is just being talented artists in the shop. This is what we do. We're fully immersed in this world. You're dealing with several different target markets at once. So we have to define those target markets. We have to figure out how we can communicate to them, and we have to be able to represent the flavor of the product through the image. That's very important to us. Design to taste is what we like to call it. If you can influence someone's purchasing decisions just by the color palette that's on there, and that's going to agree with what they're after, and just get the whole flavor on that label, then that's the key. Briefing process is so important for this, because if the brief isn't right, you're not going to have a product that's working from our end, the consumer end, or the producer's end. So after the research is done and we have our brief and our Bible for the project, we go to work with sketches first, and we really make sure that we're coming up with something that's iconic, because that's really key for good branding. Some people have to be able to latch on to a single image in their head, and that is where your story gets told, within that 1 second, split second image. We get to really go wild and create individual bottles that are individual brands. Now, the real secret to making that successful and staying on brand is making sure that the artwork is consistent. Even if it's different die cutting, it's still the same kind of materials, and it's all in the same family of illustration style. So that's key to keeping it on point as a house of brands as opposed to a branded house. It took me a long time to learn how to do this effectively, and now that we have it down, we've got our little shop secrets that I can't really get into, but we can expand those worlds a lot more effectively now with the added help that I have and the talents that we have in-house and stuff. We don't design for designers, we design for the consumer. So that's 100% of our focus, is that this product is going to sell. If it wins awards and blows up online, that's cool, that's a bonus for us, and that's extra PR.